I purposed in my heart that I'll share this with you. Just maybe like an admonition or something. I don't know. But I purposed in my heart I'll share this with you before I share anything today. I think last week, I don't know if I did. I mean, I did briefly. I don't know if I really did, but last week or last 2 weeks, I still had that in mind. I think last week. Last week I spoke about some football or something, but I think it was a different way. But this one is, I want to share this with you. See, any of you know anything about football? Show your hands. Some of the ladies are thinking whether they should lift up their hands. It's by God's grace. Some ladies know something about football. Some don't know. Some feel they know. Some think they know. Some are aspiring to know. Some desire to know. Some are dreaming they know. There are various forms of knowing something about football when it comes to ladies. The gentlemen who don't know anything about football, they don't know anything about football. Some of them, they fix dishes for us to watch it. They don't know anything about it. Listen. If you don't know anything about football, I'll just brief you small, right, so that you get it. There is a football team, all right, those who play the football. And in that team, there's supposed to be a manager, somebody who is going to coach and train the footballers so that they can play the football. And most of the time, when the football is being played, the manager is hardly seen because he is not the one playing. So many times, people admire the players and not really the manager, right? Many times. Now, but this case is strange. I just paid attention to it. I paid attention to it for a long. I thought deep into it, and it made it very emotional. I don't know whether any of you have seen or come across any of what I'm about to say, but quite recently, there's a football team called Liverpool, right? It's a city in England, but then they have a football team as well. Just like you have Accra Hearts of Oak. So you have a Liverpool football club. And they have a manager, right? The manager has been there for, I think, about 6 to 7 years or so. And then just recently he said, when this season ends, he will be leaving. Just 6 to 7 years, right? Say he'll be leaving, so that's June, right? By June, so about 5 months left, he'll be leaving. Now, from the time when he said he'll be leaving, I have been seeing a lot of posts on how good he is and how much of a blessing he is and how he has changed the team and how they don't want him to leave. And all that. And it's very emotional. And I'm talking about, this is football fans getting emotional. When football fans get emotional, forget it. This is very emotional. Very emotional post on why he's like the best coach they've ever had. Just for 6 to 7 years. 6 years, 7 years. I don't know whether it's 6, just fully 6 or 6. So I'm just giving 6 to 7 because I'm not sure. But he's been there not so long, right? 6 to 7 years, not so long. But you see, it's been very emotional. So somebody actually now made a video showing how difficult it has been with all the teams he has coached. And he has coached one of my teams before, Dortmund. And he coached them for also like about same duration, like about 4 years, something like that. And when he was leaving Dortmund, it wasn't easy. Everybody was in tears, emotional, very difficult. Also, it was very difficult. And before that team, he was at another team, which was, when he was leaving that team as well, it was also very difficult, emotional. Everybody was crying and all that. Then he says he'll be leaving by June, and they started crying by January. They're already crying. So they'll be crying till June and after June, right? Now, while I watched it, I said, whether I said or it was said to me or whatever, but I just felt like This is like a pastor's job, right? These people, they do their fair bit, but it is to coach them during the football times. Sometimes when you have a problem, they go and get a psychologist or something. When the footballer is struggling from something, they'll give him a psychologist, personal trainer, whatever. But he's supposed to be there for the team, and he makes sure everything works. And they fall in love with him, they love him, and all that. Now, one of the questions, I don't know whether God asked me or I asked myself, was, does it mean he never made any mistakes? Does it mean he doesn't have any faults? This guy, they are very emotional about for just 6 years. And they are very emotional about. Does it mean he doesn't have any faults? And the answer was certainly not, right? He would definitely have some faults, right? Of course, we could have seen it. There are matches he lost. His team lost and all that. So we can know some things didn't work the way it was supposed to. Generally, they appreciate that he had actually done some significant things for them. Now, what I learned from it was that sometimes we focus on the wrong things, you see. Sometimes we just focus on the wrong things. Now, I'm not saying that people don't make mistakes, we correct them, yes. But sometimes we focus on the wrong things, in that we are unable to celebrate the people we should just because we could not identify that they had done something significant in the period. These people can really recognize, and he has been at 3 places, and this is by far his most successful. But every other place he was at, he was very successful per their status. He was very successful for them. And they were appreciative. Anytime he left, I watched all the videos of all the places that he was living. He left in tears. Any place that he left. And somebody said, he's one of the coaches that has never been sacked before. That means he was never sacked on the job. Like, there was no time they said, you are not doing well, leave. He always left on his own terms, and everybody couldn't take it that he said he was going to leave. And I felt, don't people do this for their life? Like, so you find a pastor who is taking all the problems from, and the pastor takes all the problems. Like, it's not just footballing. He takes all the problems. People come to him with everything. One reverend who said, he said, one of his pastors said to him, he said, his member called him 2 a.m. 2 a.m. And he said, Pastor, my manhole is blocked. The manhole is blocked. Called the pastor at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. In the first place, what are you doing at 2 a.m.? Your manhole is blocked. That's in the first place. Then secondly, why at 2 a.m. do you think the pastor needs to know about your manhole's blockage? Why do you think he needs to know? At 2 a.m. He didn't wait till morning. No, he called him at 2 a.m. and told him, this is the status. So the pastor was telling him very soon, what does the guy expect? That he should come and help him to unblock it or what? What does he expect? What does he expect? Now, we receive calls, strange calls. And that hasn't happened in that world. But for 6 years, people are appreciative of it. Now, this is a lifetime of people calling you for God knows what, at whatever time. Sometimes I can't sleep. Someone can call me and say, I also can't sleep. And I'm like, even me, I can't sleep. I should have called you earlier so that you would have known that not be only you. Get down. You hear what I'm saying? It's normal. People are doing this lifetime. And do you know what happens? At the end of, sometimes not even at the end, at certain heights, instead of such videos of appreciation, you find people who come up with all manner. All manner. You don't even know where they get it from. They come up with all manner of things. You just be hearing things. You will be wondering, hey, when you're not sure. You know, when you don't know anything about them, you'll be like, eh. You know, because it's shocking, right? But it's shocking because you want gist. I mean, you want to hear something. They say, is that what he did? Is that what he... People can get you what he did, though. This coach they are talking about, just 6 years, they found a lot of good things to say about him. And I'm not talking about those who are in that club alone. No. People outside the club also appreciate that they had done a good job. People appreciate. In fact, his rival coach said, now he can sleep. You know, it was sarcastic way of appreciating him. He said, now I can sleep. It's like this guy has been giving me tough time. Now I can sleep. It's just to say he's too good. Among all the other coaches, about 20 coaches that I'm fighting with consistently, this guy doesn't make me sleep. Just to say that guy is very good. Just imagine that everybody comes together and agrees this guy is good. In the footballing world, everybody says he's good. Then he comes to a pastor who has done a lot. And the last time I was sharing with you how I didn't like how some lady went online and then was talking about the Lighthouse Church. And he was saying a piece of mind a lot. And I was telling you that I just felt like, how do you have such a problem? Just woke up one day and felt like you should just go on TikTok and say your peace of mind. And for that very moment, you forgot that Bishop Dag is not your kind of man. Oh. For just that moment, you forgot completely. Completely. Oh. You forgot that Bishop Dag is not a kind of man. He's not your kind of man. He's not a regular man you meet on the street. But she forgot. Just said peace of mind. 5 pages of peace of mind. Just said it freely. Freely. Some people can even say, it's not God they are worshiping. It's not God they are worshiping. Who are they worshiping? You? Because you have to be the object of worship to know it's not God. Oh. What if it's not coming to you? You cannot know where it's going, Abi. It has to come to you first because you can't trace it. That is spiritual worship. Can you trace where it's going? You can't trace it. So if it's not coming to you so that you know it came to me, definitely it didn't go to God. That's the only way you can know they are not worshiping God. Oh. Because it's going to another God. You didn't receive it. You cannot confirm. But sometimes we will forget all these things. We forget all the things that they've done. And then we'll forget, and then we'll just jump on some strange thing. Just start talking about. And I've been thinking about it for weeks now. Just because of that very incident with this coach. I was like, this is beautiful, but also this should send learning signals to our minds that, we are dealing with men who are giving their very best to make sure they are available to do all that we need. Right? These are men who are doing their very best to be available for all that we need. It's not that easy. It's not that simple. Don't think that a pastor just wants to talk. It's not a talking part that is level. No. Living to be an example, not be better. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Living so that your whole life, see, as a footballer, your whole life may not be an example. Now, a lot of people like Cristiano Ronaldo, but the woman he is with, he has not married. But they have children, they are fine. I don't suppose that's the example, right? But about half of the world love him. About half. The whole world, about half, love him. Is it for example? No, for football. But not so with the pastor. The pastor, they want you perfect every year. You can be perfect 99. Something small. We'll find you on YouTube soon. You'll be there. You'll be trending for the next few days. In fact, if it's a pastor, they normally prolong the days. Because you have eternal life, Abi. So your days are prolonged on the earth. They will not deal with you drastically. Unfortunately so. But see, we can turn our eyes to appreciation. Do you get what I'm saying? We can turn our eyes to appreciation. Someone who was like me, amongst me. God picked him from amongst us. They made him example to us. That's not an easy job. From amongst us, you see the way you struggle? The way you struggle. Someone picked you. Someone who, God picked someone who was just like you. Right? Just like, have you seen your struggles? Have you paid attention to your struggle before? Have you paid attention before? Have you paid attention at all? When we are fasting, you are checking the time. You'll be checking the time. Sometimes 11 a.m. you are checking time. That means on the fast you break time already. You at 11 you are hungry already. You are at 11 you are checking time. At 11 a.m. Hey, how did you start? Did you start from like yesterday night or something? Because at 11 you are feeling like you've been fasting for 40 days already. You're so hungry. You're checking time. Sometimes you'll be saying, or should I break at 12? You'll not be convinced yourself. 12 is now, it's fast now. I've done from 6 to 12 now. It's fine now. Half day is fine. Half what? 6 to 12 is half day. It's not half day. It's not half day. So imagine, even just that, you are struggling. Right? Just imagine that we are dealing with a human body that does not master these things. Naturally, it doesn't master it. It doesn't master it. It doesn't master it. They say pray, you are praying. 15 minutes, you are checking time. Sometimes they've not told you when you will close. So you have started asking. So when will we close? Won't we close? Just know that it is someone just like you. The same things you are complaining about. Why are we sitting here all this while? Why is it this? Why? It's the same person just like you that God picked one. Just like you. He picked one. With the same thing. You want to eat the same food you want to eat. You want to eat at the time you want to eat. Or even maybe earlier yourself. Sometimes. Maybe the pastor said want to eat earlier than you. When I went to meet one of my papas, we were fasting. And we were all fasting. The whole campus were fasting. And when I went with a friend to their place. I went to their place. While they were talking to us, the rice cooker responded in the Holy Ghost. The rice cooker will let you out, right? It just responded. And, there were two of us in the apartment, and then they had a back room. So the one at the back just shouted, the one in front. It's also a Jake cow. So from that time, it became our turn. Every time that the rice cooker says it's ready, it says, Ajeka. Because we learned it from them. We were fasting, Ajeka. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Rice cooker, no. Ajeka. We were going, we'll pray, we'll fast at 4. At 4, we have a prayer meeting till somewhere 7:30. The reason why it's 7:30 is supposed to be at 6. We'll close from 4 to 6. No, but around 6, it's now day we'll be doing take it. Take it. The one who do the take it, 10 a.m. Ajika. 10 a.m. Ajika. That should tell you that when you can fast, the pastor is also just the same. It's that when you see those who try as much as possible to be a good example to you, a lot of work goes into it. It's not like the pastor is Superman. He just can do it. He's doing it. No, it's not just doing it. It's a lot of discipline. Are you following what I'm saying? It's a lot of discipline. Sometimes he wants to eat, but he will just look at all of you and say, no, let me not eat. Just for all of your sakes. If he eats, he'll be fine. Because maybe the time he was praying when he was young, you were not there. So if he eats right now, he will be fine. You, when you eat, it won't help. But because when he eats, he will not be a good example for you. He will try not to eat because of your sake. And it's not that easy. It's not that easy. Some of them even have medical conditions. They have to eat. They'll still be trying. For your sake. Just so that you have a good example. They'll be trying, killing themselves. When you are done, appreciation will become an issue. So I learned a lot. I just looked at them and I said, look at how people are emotionally. Nobody sends them. Someone just got up. This one is doing video. There's videos. A lot. I meet them a lot. Why are these videos playing like that? I meet them everywhere. Who are making these videos? Because the guy has not left. He has 5 months to leave. He just said, I'll be leaving by June. I will be leaving. I've not left. There are videos. When he leaves, I'm sure we'll be finished. He has not left. And there are videos 5 months away from time. 5 months away from time. Videos. A lot of videos. People already appreciating the guy who has not left yet. I just want you to know that you can have a heart that focuses on how blessed somebody has been to you. It's a blessedness. Somebody has been to you. It's just been a blessing. Through and through is a blessing. It doesn't mean there are no faults. Yeah, there are a lot of faults. A lot of faults. But it's not easy to lead people. It's not easy at all. When we're in school, they'll pick a class prefect, and he's just coming out of the same group of people, right? Or they give you class prefect from a class higher than you. No, they'll come to your class, then they'll ask you who you want to be the class prefect. Then there'll be suggestion or whatever, however they did it in your school, but the person still comes from where? From among the class, and has extra duties. on top of it. Why normally they pick smart people is because when he does the duties, it will not cut down on his effect in academics. If you pick you, it will pick you now. You are minus 20 on the exam sheet. We now pick you and give you extra duties. You now be chasing the class, the teachers, going for books and coming to share and all manner of things and all being at some SRC, whatever, all those things. If we pick you and put you there, or your parents will come and visit the school, your report card will give a testimony that will call them to come around. But they pick somebody from amongst us who can shoulder that burden as well. It is not a superhuman, it's someone from amongst us. The same fees, the same class, the same tests, the same exams, the same scores. Are you following this? The same marking scheme, the same everything. They don't say, oh, he's class let's give him plus 20 marks. No. No. One guy was a class prefect in our school. If he was failing too much, they said no, he's a man. They didn't give him plus 20 marks. No, they took the role from him because it was a burden for him. It doesn't come with free perks like that. The free perks are because of the burden you carry sometimes. That's all. Hey, the pastor is sitting in car. Where should he sit? Where should he sit? Where are you sitting? You say you don't help anybody. Where are you sitting? Where are you sitting? You are sitting in car. He said they shouldn't sit in car. Where should he sit? Let them sit. You hear what I'm saying? Just let them sit. Because it's a toil of life. The kind of course a pastor will receive. When they tell you, you'll be amazed. Some of the worries. Some of the worries. You can't believe it. You can't believe some of them. The things that people complain about, you will not hear, you will not believe it. You will not be able to believe it. I told you here before, I saw people that were fighting over one sachet of water, one sachet. One sachet of water. Not that they want, like they are fighting, like give it to me, give it to me. No. It's not like the sachet is present, they are fighting over. One is saying, you went to buy water, you didn't buy some for me. And he says, okay, take my own. He said, no, you like that too much. So it's not like there's water there that they are fighting like this is mine, this is mine. No, they are not fighting over one sachet like this is mine. No. This one is saying you like that. Like you like when you buy it, you don't remind yourself that I'm here. So that you buy some for me. You like buying things for only yourself. This one is saying, this is the water you are saying, I didn't buy some for you. Take mine. This one say, no, you like that too much. So they are fighting. They are fighting. I have to go and solve it. They are fighting over 20%. 20% sachet of water. Right before meeting, mega meeting. 20%. This is the bed, So imagine as a pastor, you are worried, where will the lights be? Well, please, the chairs, park it here. Some people are fighting over 20% of what? 20%. They're fighting. That one is also another extra burden. You are trying to make all these things. People are fighting over 20%. They are fighting. Sometimes just a little appreciation. Are you following what I'm saying? Yes. Just a little appreciation. Just look at it from a different view. Are you hearing me? Yes. Look at it from a different view. Say, or more. That's why gradually I come to understand that. That's why God looks down for some of us. Sometimes we feel like, have you seen people saying, if I were God, I'll strike some of these pastors in the pulpit and all that. That's why you are not God. God will give you all that power. You abuse it. You strike even the flies that are around your ear when you are sleeping. You strike everybody. We won't find the appropriation of your powers properly. We won't know whether you are God or you are the fetish priest or you are the devil. We won't know. We can't separate you from any of them. Because you have a lot of power, which makes you God, but you have a lot of foolishness, which makes you like a fetish priest who doesn't know what he's doing. But then also you'll be doing all the evil in the world, which will make you close to the devil. Or maybe the devil by himself. You just be doing anything. You strike them in the pulpit. What do you think they've done so far? And the funny thing is, some of the labor, it never gets highlighted. Right? Yeah. For some few days now, I have an app, a browser app. When I open it, I see, they put some news there. When I see one there, it's inconsistent. Archbishop Duncan Williams recounts hour and 45 minutes of his heaven encounter or something like that. And I've not read it, but I'm just hoping that it's not all this, trying to say it in a way that it will look like he's lying or something. You know, that kind of thing. Right? Yes. I've not read it. But I hardly have time for some of those news and all. I don't trust the bloggers. Their titles are used to capture. And I've been asking myself, why is it that for days now it's still there? Because all these other ones, they normally leave. This one has been there for days, like 4 days now, 5 days now, it's still there. Every time I open the app, it's still there. Normally it refreshes every single time. Even during the same day, it refreshes. I don't know why it's still there. So maybe there are other things that people are supposed to hear. They won't post that one. They will not find something that they can find and issue it. They will not create news. But God is interesting. He uses that anyways. He uses evil reports. He uses it anyways. Paul says we are apostles. We suffer from evil reports. But we are not cast down. So, all these things are there. You have to change your voice. You, the believer who benefits from all these people, change your voice. Don't sound like the other people. Change your voice. Change your voice. It's very hard when you find a believer who is just talking anyhow. Especially, it's just hard. Now, I mean, not for me, because nobody knows me anywhere to talk about me like that. But then it's just hard when you find like a believer, someone is a believer, and it's just talking anyhow. It's just strange sometimes. How are you talking this way? That's how I feel. How are you able to talk this way successfully and finish and go and sleep? Because it's kind of difficult. Have the Holy Ghost and talk like that. It takes a lot of grace. Certainly not grace of God. Some other form of grace. Are you there with me? All right. So, let's put that aside for a while. I just wanted to share that with you. I hope that blessed someone. Just keep that in mind. The next time that there's a pastor in view. Are you hearing me? The next time when there's any pastor in view. Anything, he tries, sha. Are you hearing me? Anything, that guy try. That guy try, he try. The job not easy. That guy try. You said you are doing discipleship. 4 disciples, the way they are stressing you. You are doing 4 disciples, the way they are stressing you. And why are you not in there? There's this dog that passed by our house, and that's how we all caught rabies. You can't even believe the story. You want to say, can we go to the hospital and check? But you also don't want to sound like you don't believe the person. So you're like, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. You are lying. You are not satisfied. You want to cross check because, like how dog passed by your house, the human beings got rabies, really? But that's the story. He just told you a story. It's fine. Yes, he was more discipleship. I hear better. Now they are giving you stories, and you have to be chasing them, making reports on them. Imagine you went for a budget, you are talking to someone. A person is standing in front of his house, but where is your house? He's pointing somewhere else. He's pointing somewhere else. When you see where he's pointing, there's no need to follow him. Because where he's pointing, sometimes he can even show you some landmark. He will show you, have you seen that place? Where that light, when it's evening small, you tell, see that bright light over there? I'm in that area. Like the Holy Ghost. I'm in that area. He has finished your life. You want to follow him, but you are thinking about it. When you see that journey, you can win 4 souls in that duration. You just look at the journey, you say, is that so? Can I have your number? You better have number, because where he's showing you, if you joke, you die trying. You have to take number. You go take number. You take number. When you finish, you take number. You not try it. You go home. You now start calling. Just one person. Look at the stress. Just one. Imagine a pastor. 5,000 people. 10,000 people. Imagine 10,000. Just 10,000. Sometimes some of you come to me and say, "Oh, this my disciple said this," and I'm like, "You are chasing me with it. This you are chasing you. They came to you. You are also chasing me with it. You couldn't handle it. You are chasing me with it. You have 2 disciples. One of them is telling you they sack her school fees. You are telling me. The one who has 5,000. When an issue comes around, you must shut up. Do you get what I'm saying? So just shut up. Because that guy with 5,000 people, imagine how many people will be calling with school fees. Just imagine. Imagine how many of them can't sleep at night that have called. Sometimes when I'm in my room, I'll just be telling God, God, I'm not married. Some of them are married though. So imagine that you are married, you have children, and things like that. It's not a child that is crying at midnight. Oh. This is a grown-up man. Sometimes they too, they are married. They'll now call you. The married man will now call another married man, fellow married men association, now call you and tell you he can't sleep. What's your wife doing over there? You can't sleep, let's say. You can't sleep, let's say. You have called the pastor. What will he do? Sing you a lullaby? What is the guy talking about? It's like, the guy is on drugs. What are you doing? At midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., you are calling pastor, you are telling him you can't sleep. You are married. Pastor too is married. When he can't sleep, he has not called you before. Or you think every day he sleeps. What are you talking about? You understand? There's a lot of burdens. A lot of things. Sometimes he's not asleep because he's praying. You have also called him to add more prayer points. He said, Pastor, I don't know. I've been thinking. I can't sleep. My head is heavy. This thing has been disturbing me. You are not come to add one prayer point to it. He's not finished the one he has, the least. Probably the one you are come to talk about is there. You have distracted the prayer. You now talk. Some of them, when they want to talk, you have to allow them. If they don't know, you say, I get you. No, he will now start from the beginning. You must let him learn. If he doesn't learn, anything you do, he will start again. He'll never be satisfied. And there are people, when you tell them an answer like maybe, don't worry, it's well. That's why you say, oh, I know, it's well. Because you see, start afresh. Start afresh. The whole story begins again. It's like previously, on so whatever show. It's giving you a recap on the things he has said so far. He's come to give you previously on all that I said. Interesting. And the pastor will just be quiet, listening. Sometimes the wife is like, honey, would you come to bed? He said, and then sometimes you tell somebody, I need you at my house right now. You say, Pastor, cry, your heart drink, cry, by this time, you will frame if you. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. The 2.5 disciples, you are not having it easy. Just multiply it and see how it will go. That's all. And the reason why that person has 5,000 is because he has been faithful with the few. And God multiplied it. That's why. That means he was doing it consistently. You have mistakes, Abi. The way God judges faithfulness is not the way you judge it. You have some mistakes, but God will say, this person can handle 5. Then you add 5. This person can handle 10. I think now he's good. He can handle 50. Till he gets to where he is at the moment. But that guy has been faithful in God's eyes. Are you following this? So when there's an issue, you know very well that guy has been faithful in a lot of things. Are you following this? Maybe not all, but he has been faithful in many things. In many things. So when people say what they say, you pass by quietly because at least you have a fair share of discipleship and it has taught you a lot of things that can happen. Ignatius is there. He went to go and look for a disciple several years ago. The disciple has entered the room. He's going to bath. He has entered and passed the back and has flipped wall and gone. Jesse, he has entered the house. He's going to bath. So he too is waiting because, bath it will take a while. The guy is gone. He's waiting. Just one disciple, one. He's not even a disciple yet. Incoming disciple, he decided to be outgoing. Instead of incoming, he decided, no induction service here. I am graduating out of the discipleship. He didn't start the discipleship. He flipped wall out of the discipleship. Flip wall. He has not been taught anything yet. He just flip wall. That's how it is. So imagine if you see that 5,000 people are attending the church regularly. That means 5,000 committed people, right? Who will come to share without anybody calling them. They came by themselves. That is a lot of work. That's a lot of work. So I'm saying it in the sense that if even they've done a mistake, don't be interested. You get what I'm saying? Don't be interested. I can see a lot of good things. 5,000 good people. Are you following what I'm saying? 5,000 people have been blessed. They are sitting there. If somebody leaves and says they have a problem, let the problem be the problem. Because, so you want to tell me that it is easy to find somebody who will bless 5,000 people without anybody has hurt? We have to crown him. Oh. Immortal, invisible, God only wise. That's how we have to sing to him. That man who has 5,000 people he is blessing consistently and he has not offended anyone. It's not possible. It's not possible. Even Jesus had 12. One of them was angry. No be so. No be 12 the guy get. No be 12. 12 in call. 12 now. And 12, it's not out of 12. There was one who was angry that somebody bet alabaster box. Alabaster box will not concern you. Someone's alabaster box. Leg, that doesn't belong to you. Alabaster box didn't belong to you. The leg also didn't belong to you. They break alabaster box on top of leg. You are angry on the side. He was angry because they broke alabaster box. That's how he started his journey of trying to betray Jesus. Just because of alabaster box. Just because of that. Because he just couldn't agree that the guy has been good to us. And if someone out of the goodness says he is worth all my money, it should be so. He just couldn't take it. It wasn't him, someone else's money. Shut up. He started calculating it. He said, this thing is worth about a whole year's salary. And you know when people start calculating things like that, they are becoming offended. They're becoming offended. They say, hey, the guy bought a suit for pastor. It's around, this is a Marks and Spencer suit, and he brought from UK. Wow. These people offended. If I stand here and if you give me 1 minute, I can mention to you some jobs that we pay things for, which when we sit back and look at it, you ask yourself, so what did I go and do? People went to watch Black Stars, they'll pay match fair tickets, right? Do you know how much those things cost? They'll pay that one. Go and sit down and watch what was played. Come back angry with more insult. Those people, they are fine. The next one, they'll go. They'll complain, they'll go to the next one. We were not winning matches, they were still going. All the 3 matches. We were not winning, they were going. Every match, they'll go. They'll go and pay the money. They'll sit. And they'll be cheering. When you hear the Jama, when you see Ghana playing football, it's iconic. You can hear the Jama even when you are not watching once the TV is on, you can hear the Jama from the stadium. No matter how much noise is on the stage, but you can hear that there's some Jama boys in the crowd. That's our presence. We can make noise so that we overcome the music in the stadium. We, the human beings, can make noise in such an atmosphere. You now go to church, you go and shout hallelujah. They'll say, look at this guy. Go and shout hallelujah. One man will come and talk and take all your money. What about these guys running around? Yes, exactly. There are many. When I go to, I've told you before, people will go to a show. They will now have a song on their phone. They will now go to a show, go and listen to someone sing the same song that's on their phone. Right? When you go to Shatawale, does it sing by the Spirit? Isn't it the song that is on your phone already? He will now sing the same song. And sometimes the beautiful part is that the DJ is playing it. He will just be ad-libbing. Just say, hey. And you know, that part is not even the part that kills me. The part where he employs the crowd to do the singing. Sing it now. The song that, number one, he sang it, he has recorded it, you have it on your phone. You paid money, ticket, to come here, to come and listen to the song you already have. All of that's an insult to you, but then he now says, you that paid money and came, says sing it. Then all of you are in the crowd. Then it's like, then you are singing. You are singing a song that you have on your phone that you paid for to come and listen to again. Some of them even have subscription services on their phone that they pay for. Spotify and all those things. You now pay money for. To listen to the same song, you are paying money again to come and stand and listen to. Now you are the one singing it to yourself. If you were in your shower, you could have sung it better. Sing it now, then they pass the mic to you. And the same people will now finish and come on social media. They will come and watch that same video of them singing to themselves. They say, show was late. They pay money. They pay money. That's what it is. They are dedicated to all those things. You see all these people, they have problem. But none of them are angry with them, you see. Have you seen any of them angry with any of their people before? They're not angry. They know they have problem. They say, this one, everybody has their problem. They like the problem they like. They like it. They keep it. They keep that one. Then they forget the rest. They say, this is my artist. Whatever problem you have. I'm fine. I'm fine. Recently, the sister called us, impregnating somebody or whatever, sometime. A long story, old time. Everybody has forgotten about it. We are all fine. Abi? Let it be Archbishop Dangamele. We will be fine. We will never be fine. It will never work. It will never work. When it's settled, one demon will go and pick it. And come and have a show. So what are we say about all these pastors that are impregnated? Wants to be guy will go and bring it on TV. Let it be Dr. Benson. You go and bring it. Saturday we are fine. We are fine. We go. Oh, you see people even write the encyclopedia. The reason is because he cannot please all the 1,000 and still not have a mistake. Are you following what I'm saying? He cannot please all the 1,000 and not have a mistake. If there's going to be a mistake with somebody, you cannot be smiling to everybody all the time or doing good or doing perfect things with everybody all the time. It's not going to work like that. You can't do that. It's not possible. We're not saying deliberately go and make mistakes. No. We're saying when someone has been blessing a lot of people so many times, when he has made a mistake, agree to the fact that he was human all this while when he was doing all the marvelous things. You get what I'm saying? Yes. Just agree. That's all my point. Just agree to the fact that all this while, he could have done this. He has done all the good things. So if it has now come, let's just fly on. Are you hearing me? Let's just fly on. Does that make sense? All right. So